Hey, what's up, Sumolings? It's me, Christy, with AppSumo. Happy Tuesday. Super stoked to have you. Today, we are joined by Arminis, who's the founder of StatsGlitch. Arminis, welcome.
Hello, everybody.
We are happy to have you, and we're also happy to have all of you, Sumolings. You're here in the right place if you're looking for a demo and a walkthrough of StatsGlitch. But if you're not aware what StatsGlitch is, let me tell you. It provides real-time, statistically significant alerts through your Google Analytics data so you can grow your traffic and improve your KPIs. And right now, it's on AppSumo for only $49, which is an amazing deal. And I just realized that my chat box wasn't open. So guys, if you're here, can you say hello or hi? Yay! Okay, Steve can hear us. He's from Sarasota, Florida. Woohoo! I usually start these webinars with my chat box open so I can see you guys saying hi, and I didn't. So yay, Sheldon saying all good. Awesome. So right now you're seeing the both of us, but in just a second, I'm going to shut my camera down, shut my microphone down, and Arminis is going to take over and take you through a walkthrough of StatsGlitch. If at any point during the webinar you have a question, go ahead and use the Q&A icon at the bottom of the screen. Please don't use the chat for your questions because they will get lost. All of the questions that you have for the team, go ahead and put that in the little Q&A box. You should see an icon at the bottom. Put them in there because at the end of the webinar, I'm going to come back on and ask him all of your questions live. So that way you can pay attention to the demo while it's happening and not have to watch the Q&A box. If you can't make it until the end of the webinar, that's okay too, because as usual, I'm going to be sending out a replay of this webinar later today, so that way you guys can catch up on what you missed if you're tuning in late, or go back and rewatch it. All right, so Arminis, I think I've let them know how the webinar is going to work. Let's make sure your screen sharing is working, and then I'll let you take over.
Yeah, okay, sounds good. Can you see my screen?
Perfect, I can see it. All right, good luck.
Okay, thanks. So, hello everybody again. Today I'm going to talk about the StatsGlitch. In essence, StatsGlitch allows you to save your time and money by providing you a tailored notifications about the most important changes in your business. It does that by utilizing Google Analytics API. It checks your Google Analytics data periodically, so you don't have to. By providing a lot of different integrations, it also allows you to reach via the most convenient way. So as you might have already understood, the core part under the StatsGlitch are alerts. There are three types of alerts. It's the standard, statistically significant alerts. They work best when you are not aware of your exact metrics, fluctuations, when you don't know how many page views are okay for you and how many not. They work extremely well for the content-based websites like blogs, like news sites, and etc. So you basically just set up an alert that would monitor your most important metrics, like sessions, like page views, like new users. And if something happens, which is usually outside of your control, and there was sudden spike or drop, StatsGlitch will get this and will notify you. What's nice about this is that all the changes are statistically significant. So you already, by receiving the notification, you already know that at least something happened and you should definitely investigate this. Of course, these statistically significant notifications can be used for all the more advanced metrics usually used for KPIs like goals and events, but usually people who are monitoring their KPIs, usually marketing specialists, have a lot more requirements when the specific alert should be triggered and when not. And that's where StatsGlitch custom alerts comes to the rescue. You can specify exact filters and exact dimensions to check, and be sure that alert triggered only if those conditions are met. For example, you might be just interested in some specific city, or just mobile devices, or just referrals from some certain referral partner. All this is possible to set up in custom alerts. The last but not the least type of alerts are real-time alerts. They are the most powerful ones, but the most dangerous ones also. They allow you to react fast, to monitor your websites almost real time, and basically perform fast decisions on it. For example, if a user is wandering in the pricing or the upgrade page, you can set up alert to trigger after X amount of seconds in that upgrade page, and you will immediately get a notification that you might need a little push to that user, or someone just purchased a deal, made a sign up, or anything else, any other conversion happened. So again, you will get notification almost real time. The last thing is not everybody are alert person, alert people. So if you kind of like to keep things steady and calm, you can just set up weekly overview reports. Those reports are sent every week. You can choose the exact date and time. Similarly, you can set up which exact metrics you want to see, and you will be notified in a non-intrusive way once a week about your traffic condition, and no alerts, no kind of bothering. If that's up to you. So right now we're gonna create a few alerts and a weekly overview report. Let's start with standard statistically significant alerts. In here, you see alert agent creation form. You can select basic metrics to check. There's sessions, page views, users, and up to 15 additional metrics to track. They are split because majority of the users might find only those three are available, while additional checks might be a bit too advanced. Also, only premium plans, including AppSumo deals, will get these additional checks. So in additional checks, you can see almost everything Google Analytics has. It's have a user section, AdWords section, goal conversion section. You can monitor lots of different goals in order to keep your KPI. Page tracking section, sites speed section, and event app tracking, event tracking, and even e-commerce section. So for this demo purpose, let's use let's monitor new users and, for example, sessions. Then you have to select view to track. It automatically prefetched list from your connected Google Analytics accounts. So let's choose this. Set up, choose a name. Then you can choose a separate email when you would like to receive those alerts from this particular alert agent. Do not forget to double check your time zone. And this is one more interested, it's precision. The lower the precision is, the higher chance that you will receive this statistically significant notification. So I would also recommend to start with 99% and based by your experience, tweak it down. This checkbox show deviation ranges means that, for example, if your typical traffic, typical sessions count is from 500 to 700, and yesterday you received 1,000 of sessions. By clicking it, you will also see that number, 500 to 700. So you will be aware of how significant the change was. On each alert, you can enable or disable our integrations. Currently, it's Zapier, Slack, and a custom webhook URL. So I'm gonna just disable it and click Save. Here is first created alert agent. It will be fired up in the next 30 minutes. And basically that's it. You will have just wait. The next alert will arrive tomorrow if, of course, something statistically significant will happen. And the alert will look similarly like this. You will get a table based by what you selected from the primary metrics, and this table will be split by the source, direct, organic, or referral. It will allow you to fastly scan these values and decide whenever it's worth further investigation or not. StatsGlitch in this case do not have such power to decide for you whenever the alert itself is extremely important to your business. All it knows that the change was statistically significant, but it's up to you to decide whenever this significance was kind of real deal and you must react. Okay, and the right side you will see an icons for this particular alert managing. You can edit alert, duplicate it, quickly enable or disable, and of course remove it. Now we're going to create a custom alert. Custom alerts, as I have already talked, are a little bit more advanced in terms that you already have to be aware of your traffic and know what's normal to you and what's not. They allows you extremely big flexibility, but at the same time, they're a little bit more time to set up. For this demo purpose, let's choose. Oh, I forgot to tell you that now you're seeing presets screen, some precompiled most used cases for the alerts that you can just start immediately. In here, you can see zero traffic recorded, new users from mobile, goal conversion spike, and many other different precompiled lists of alerts. So for this demo purpose, I will choose sessions from email campaign. As you see, everything is now pre-filled. It says that it will monitor sessions and check whenever the number is greater than 50. Also, it will filter by the campaign and ensure that it contains campaign name contains email. This means if you are constantly sending the campaigns, you will see that you will see this alert only if there was more than 50 users per day from your email campaign. Of course, from here you can change it. You can choose a different metric to track. It can be not sessions, it can be basically anything, it can be users, it can be even bounce rate and etc. But the most important thing is to not mix everything up, because, for example, if you would select AdWords impressions, it just doesn't make sense, because AdWords is from one channel and you're specifying another channel as the email campaign. So let's stick to the sessions. And for the dimension filter, you again can see a bunch of different filtering options. You can filter by user types, traffic sources. This is extremely powerful one. By the platform or device, by the geographical location of the user, of course, everything is already stored, must be stored in the Google Analytics, page tracking, app tracking, and etc. So you can set up your dimension filters. You can use up to 7 additional filters. And do not forget to also select the view to track. Again, the same email where to send alert, your time zone, enable or disable specific integrations for the specific alert, and click Save. So now you see that there's a custom alert, and let's proceed with the final one, with the real-time alert. On real-time alerts, it's similar like with custom ones. You have to already know what you already want to know, what you want to track. But in order to help you, there is already a bunch of available presets too. Google Real-Time API is based by a bit different metrics and dimensions. It's not connected to the standard API. But here you see that there's already a website, active user spike, page view spike from Facebook, goal value exceeded, and etc. For this demo purpose, we will check page view spike from Facebook. So, for example, if someone just shared your content on Facebook, it got attraction, and immediately your active users bumped to 20, it will trigger it. For real-time alerts, there are a little bit different metrics and dimensions list. They are far more limited. However, it's just because of the fact that it's a completely different Google API. But still you can select active users, all related to the goal completion and total events. Also, the dimensions filter is a little bit less, but there are traffic sources, which is again very powerful. There are platform filters, geographical filters, and of course the event filters. Then again, you can set up a custom email where you want to receive this particular alert, choose integrations, and click Save. Oh, I forgot to select the view. Okay. So here you go. This is a created real-time filter. Now, as we already covered 3 different types of alerts, let's go to the report section. Reports are very similar to our standard alerts. They have exactly the same metrics and dimensions to track. You can choose up to 3 basic ones and up to 15 additional checks. So the list is completely identical. Just select those, select view to track, select name of the report. Then you can select day of the week when you want to receive it. Recently, because of lots of users were requesting, we added a daily support, so it's not a weekly report anymore. It can be sent even daily, but for this demo purposes, let's stick to the Monday. You can choose a specific time, and of course, in order to time option work properly, you have to correctly choose your time zone. Select the email when you want to receive the report. And this is new. This is branding section. You can, if you are kind of want to send this report to other person or your client, you can also specify in here your client email, your reply to email. This means if a client actually replies to that weekly report, the client will get to you instead of us. You can specify your logo URL and or upload it. Specify header text, welcome text, and of course hide report links if you want as much branding as possible. Let's click Save Report. And as you see, the report is generated. You can see its shadow. And if you want to receive it, you can just click this paper airplane icon, or you can check it how it will look like by clicking Report Example. As you see, it will have a split of the last 7 days and your selected metrics. The last thing I wanted to cover is your profile page. In here, you can see that there is an integration section. It allows to specify your Zapier, it allows you to connect Zapier and Slack, and also link additional Google Analytics accounts. All AppSumo deal users will get up to 10 Google Analytics accounts with one purchase. So I guess it's more than enough in usual cases. And the last thing is the settings section. In here, you can customize your email and Slack alert messages. It allows you to either translate those or make them more interactive, or just add a bunch of emojis, which way you prefer. But in any case, if you're sending those alerts to your clients, it can be a great chance to also brand a little bit alerts too. So I guess that would be it for the demo purposes, and we can proceed to the Q&A section.
Awesome. All right. Can you see me and hear me? Good. I am back. That was a very thorough demo. Thank you very much, Arminas. And I didn't tell them this, but this was your first webinar ever, and you did a really fantastic job. So that's the good news. The even better news is that we don't have any questions in the question box. So either you explained it very well and everyone understood, or they can't find the Q&A box. I don't know. But guys, we're going to open it up right now. If you do have any last minute questions, go ahead and put that in the Q&A box. But Arminas, maybe you could let them know where they could find you after this webinar if they have further questions.
Yeah, so the easiest way to find me is just to send an email to support@statsglitch.com or to me directly, arminas@statsglitch.com.
Awesome, awesome. And I would recommend, guys, check out the deal page. So many questions have already been asked there and answered. So that way there's a good chance if you're thinking it, it's already been asked and answered. So you can find your answer there. As I mentioned earlier, I'm going to be sending out a replay of this webinar later today. So that way you guys can rewatch it. This one was nice and short and sweet and right to the point. And I think we all appreciate that, Arminas. So thank you so much. And guys, we'll see you next time. Bye.
Thank you.
Oh, wait, hold on. We have one question. Oh, no. Oh, you know what? Steve said, all good here, very cool product. That was very nice. We're going to end it on that note then. Great. We always love to give props to our founders and our products.
Yeah. Thank
So awesome.
you, Steve.
Yeah, awesome. All right, goodbye, guys. See you next time.
Goodbye.